Hello, we're EA. Here's a minute of some vague stuff about Mass Effect. Let's hope you've forgotten about the ending to the last one. You might know me from the Foster's ads, but some of you won't know that EA also make films. Here is The Fast and the Furious.
Will make you question whether it's real or in-game.
Definitely in-game. It's not realistic in terms of street racing, as I can't see a Ford Fiesta or Fiat Punto with neon lights and no license plate. Although Vin Diesel just retweeted me, so that's something. Oh yeah, it's time for Battlefront. Never mind, it's just an Old Republic expansion. You fucking what, mate? I'll have you, you cunt! What's that? You mean to tell me that two brothers, one that grew up in all black and the other grew up in all white, have grown up to be on opposite sides of the Force? Never! And now we have the token indie studio, so you don't think that we're just a huge money-grabbing corporation. I'm making a game about string and angry guinea pigs. Garden Warfare 2! That's amazing, isn't it? Yeah, well, we've got over 6 million players, so fuck you. We're introducing these strange new concepts called single player and local multiplayer. Imagine that! Playing a game with somebody who sat in the same room as you. Madness! Please just buy this game, we'll give you free updates. Please, please don't leave us! Now, what you've all been waiting for, what the entire world has waited years for, sports! Manly, 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 oh god, I'm so aroused in such a manly way. Ooh, look at this new planet designed for Battlefront. Just kidding, it's actually sport. Now to show that we're down with the kids, here is a man with over 400 Twitter followers.
Get ready to get yourself fresh, people just like me. The Hoop God.
The Hoop God has forsaken me!
Let's talk about mobile.
Mobile gaming! Good! I think it's about time somebody spoke about the needs of people who play games while they take a shit. Oh, you thought we were done with sport because there's a woman on stage? Fuck you. Just for that, we're going to put Star Wars on mobile and ruin it. We can already confirm the Handshot First DLC. If you're like me, you love the typical posts that you see on Facebook and just wish you could have more of them. Well, we hear you, and we're making a game based on the Minions. Do you hate this? Do you? Well, maybe you'll learn to appreciate the sports, won't you? Grass Simulator 2016. To talk about the future of football, here's a guy who hasn't played in nearly 40 years. Sport. Sport? Sport. Right, bugger off now. Our sports games are rare releases and every instalment is vastly different from the last, so we've got a lot to cover. And to be honest, we haven't really been allocated that much time to talk about the sports games, so we should get cracking. Right! Here's something new that has shown just how sexist this game's fan base is. We believe in equality here at EA, so as well as the hundreds of teams that are already included, we'll be putting in 12 whole teams of women. You know women, right? They're those things you have pictures of on your wall.
I just want to remind you that Pele was on stage with me about 3 minutes ago. How crazy was that?
And the crowd goes mild. I wish Pele was my dad.
What would life be like if we willingly gave away our privacy?
Let's be honest, it probably wouldn't be that different.
What would our world look like if there were no governments, only corporations?
I suppose it'd be a bit like E3?
Who would save us from our oppressors?
The Hoop God! The Hoop God will save us all! Right, so this is that unique game that's had a cult following for nearly 8 years. Well, in this conference, we're giving it 4 whole minutes. You're welcome. Ooh, a new evil antagonist. I wonder who he's based on. Right, hopefully that'll shut you bloody Mirror's Edge fans up for another year. We're going to gradually release a minute of the game every once in a while, so you can expect the full thing to be out by the 2nd month of the next century. Right, back to sport! Huh, Grindr looks different lately.
Well, I know where a lot of fantasy fans and fantasy football players this season will be spending their time.
Oh, I bet Grindr can fulfill your fantasy. To those of you who are still awake, here's the only game that you actually care about.
Battlefront.
Soon your journey to the EA side will be complete. Oh, that looks good. Oh, no, that looks really good. Oh, EA, please let me keep hating you. Saving all of this to the end just makes me look like a complete prick. Thanks. That's gonna be bloody great. Been a few years since Battlefront 2, but long gaps in Star Wars releases are always a good thing. That's why the prequel trilogy is so universally loved. You know you can trust EA to not pull a Lucas on this. Roro.